Dude, you'd be crazy not to pick this up for 225. That's insane. You'd be some kind of sucker to walk. He bought it. He purchased it, and then yep, that one right there on the left, dark brown or flat dark earth, whatever you want to call it
This
on the
one
other
here.
side. So, yes, sir. So that's the one he picked up, and he was like, "I buy it. You guys can shoot it tonight at the diversity shoot."
What's up, everybody? It's time for Locked, Cocked, and Unfiltered. This is going to be episode 11. I've got my co-host here, Clayton Slosser and Tony Simon. We're going to discuss our experience at GOA. I think it was pretty good for everybody. I know I had a good time with it.
Yeah, because you got white girl wasted.
I told ICE to deport me.
Yeah, that's why you're in Santo Domingo.
Oh, me.
Yeah, no, it was a good one. It was a good trip.
No, I enjoyed range day. I didn't
Definitely enjoyed range
the
day.
only thing I hate about range day is I didn't realize they had a little shoot house set up over there.
Oh, I was so mad I missed that.
I know.
So
And I was apparently I was right there at it when I did the interview with the primary arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that's what they had right there.
Yeah, neither did I.
But yeah, I do hate I missed that. What was the company with those lever actions that we went over there and shot with the big suppressors?
Ren Metalworks.
Yes.
There
Ren
we
Metalworks.
go.
Yep, there you go.
So
Did you shoot some of those?
Who? Me?
Let's just
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there first. Jen and I went that direction, so we shot that. That was the first gun she shot. Actually, that was the first lever action she ever fired. So we got that. She has that on video. I think I did a good job.
Yeah, you did. So what was your favorite thing, Tony, from range day? And Chris, what was your favorite thing from range day?
My range day was a little retarded because I didn't. I was taking it easy, and the heat was so much that I was chilling inside the range house for a while. So I feel the guns that I like shooting that I'll actually get a hold of was the SAR line of pistols. I thought that was interesting. Going from their subcompact to shoot the compact to shoot the full size, and then I shot the one with the comp, and that was really cool to be able to run through that.
Right.
That SOCOM? Is that the one that? Yeah, I enjoyed.
That's so common.
I would have to say shooting the SAR was probably my favorite, just because I had never shot one. So being able to actually get out there and get hands on with them, I thought that was pretty cool, and I was impressed with them, man. I really was. I've never had one show up in any of my classes or anything, so it was really cool to be able to get hands on those things. And I had a real good interview with some of the guys the next day there at the convention center, and that was really cool getting to talk with them about the different guns and everything.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Chris, finish up.
Well,
no, the other was SPT.
Yeah.
So with the SAR pistols,
going back to the yeah.
Oh, yeah, my delay is crazy. With the SAR pistols, I actually got interviewed by SAR at the convention center because,
Oh, really?
yeah, I got interviewed by them. They said they were going to use the footage they got of me in their promotion materials.
Nice.
because of my reaction to shooting their line because I got there at a really dead time. So there was no one waiting, and I got to shoot magazine after magazine and just go down the line one after the other. And they had the videographer there, so he just did the whole thing. Because dang, I forgot the name of the guy who's running it. The jacked Hispanic dude, cool dude. I'd met him at Great American Outdoor Show. We've actually had conversations. He's a veteran, Air Force vet, retired, and we BS for a while at the Great American Outdoor Show, so it's pretty cool seeing him there. And he was just like, "Hey, you ever shoot one of these?" I said, "No." And he was like, "All right, start at the little one, work your way up." And I actually got to shoot their whole line, and they got my reaction from it. And I was shooting at one target, and you can see the difference in the rate of fire. I'm hitting it ting, 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 ting with the subcompact because my whole mission is to hit it. And as the guns got bigger, larger and fit my hand better, you see your hits go up and your splits go down, get shorter. And by the time I got to the comp gun, it sounded like John Wick. I mean, it was like ting, 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 ting. And I actually not outran the trigger because I damn sure ain't that fast. But what I did was short stroke the trigger like twice in the magazine. They were like, "Give him another one," and I'm giggling and acting like a little girl. And they just said, "You know what? Come by the booth." So I did, and they interviewed me on it.
Nice.
I know
Yeah,
that one of their guys. No, go ahead, my bad. My bad.
I
Go
was
ahead and
gonna
do.
say, this going back to this, I really like. I knew of them before, kind of like you, Chris, but I never got my hands on one. So that was like my main one to go shoot. Very impressed by it myself. Then, like you said, kind of like you, I had a really great interview with the guys. I just think that they did a really, really good job on that gun. I was very impressed. Kind of like Tony, I went down the line, and then I had Jen shoot it, and she was blown away by it too. So, yeah, they got a good product in my opinion.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind adding one to the collection. That's for sure. Especially that SOCOM, man. That thing shot so nice.
Oh, no, same
I'm
here.
trying to find a picture. I've been trying to find a pic. I know I got some pictures on here. I'm just trying to weed through and find them.
I think I have one.
Now, see, my issue with
Share the screen
SR9
too, Chris, and pull
SOCOM
it up.
is my ignorance of a lot of like I know I like those guns, the guns that are in that price point, the ones that don't, what do you call it? They don't make the list of stuff here when people in America are talking about firearms. But meanwhile, these particular guns are NATO certified military firearms. You know what I mean? They've been through the NATO trials. They passed all the testing. So truthfully, when it comes to that, they're on equal footing as a Glock, as SIG. I don't know what else is in Europe NATO guns. I mean, the Beretta M9, all of those have been through the same testing, and so is the SAR 9. But because this is America and we have a plethora, these things I don't even know when you're making a list of tiers, at least known. Maybe it's third.
Get them.
Yeah, because I'm looking at
Yeah, no, I
SAR
think
9.
SAR is.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, they're definitely up. I would put them up there with any of those. I mean, I was really impressed with all of them, man. But no, the SOCOM I like the best.
You trying to pull one up on the screen, Chris?
I can't find it on.
Hold on. See if
When
I
I can't find it on the computer here to share the screen, but
Yes.
that's it right there.
Yes.
Oh, you mean you were pulling one up
And I mean the
yourself?
grips.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to pull it up on and share the screen, but I can't find the. I had to download them onto my other computer, so they're still syncing over to this one. But hopefully that gets a good picture there. But yeah, I mean the grip on that thing felt to me a lot like a VP9.
It did.
100%.
It did.
So I'm looking them up, and it's like 519 for the fully stacked SOCOM with the threaded barrel, optic night sights, all of that on Bass Pro. So it's got to be cheaper somewhere, anywhere else.
Hold up, Chris. I'm gonna try something here.
Yeah, that's the guys that I did that's the three guys I did the interview with.
Oh, you did 3
Oh,
guys.
nice.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, I just did the one with
Yeah, there were
one guy.
all three of them jumped in. And I was like, okay, that's whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, little did they know they were dealing with Chris. He's used to 3 guys.
All right. So
There we go.
I don't see the one with the comp on it though here. Threaded.
I guess I could have just went to Google and looked it up, but I was trying to find some of the ones I took.
Yeah. Let's go back here. See if I can pull it up here.
Yeah, so I mean, really, I'm looking them up on guns.com, and they're 465.
Yeah, the price points are not bad on those things at all.
No.
And I mean, I've
That's
even
an-
mentioned it, like when some people have asked about, what are some of the options out there as far as handguns and stuff. You always hear Glock and Smith and Wesson, Taurus, but I've even mentioned SAR to people, and it kind of shocked me at how many people have never heard of them.
Well, now that we got our
Well,
hands on it, that's exactly it. People are like, wait, what? So,
so,
go ahead, Tony.
so I had a young lady come to my diversity shoot a couple of days ago, and she was looking for a pistol sub $200. And I'm like, you're not finding really good pistols at sub $200, even used consistently.
Get you a Sky.
Get you a
Nah.
sky.
So what I told her was get closer to 300, and you'll be better off, because now when you get to 300, you got a plethora of firearms. Like, because I just looked up a SAR, so used SAR's $299. But what you call it, the Daria Arms DY9. I don't know if you guys got over there and checked them out. The Daria booth,
I did
which was
not.
down from High Point, about 4. Okay, about 4 booths down from High Point.
Yep.
Daria Arms had a whole booth with all their stuff. Turkish company, but a lot of pistols. They also have an M9 clone. I got there and Fridge was actually interviewing them.
Yep.
I had a setup, so I didn't want to interrupt him. But they're in that price point. There are so many Turkish companies bringing stuff to the table, and Ultra Rock Island in too, with their Glock 19 clones, that the 300 to 350 price point gets you into pistols that have, NATO freaking approval, past NATO testing. That's a heck of a lot better than it was just 10 years ago when they would get you into either a Sky or a Hyper.
What was the name of the company again?
Daria Arms, DEY. Was it Daria? How do you spell that?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
DEYRA?
I think
Yeah,
so.
DERYA. Daria Arms.
Yep.
So when I was doing the diversity shoot down at We Shoot maybe 2 events ago, which might have been the end of last year, they had just came out with their DY9. They were selling them through Rock Island for $225. A Glock Gen 3 clone for $225 with high vis sight, a trigger undercut, and a mag well.
Yeah, these are they have a unique look to them, especially with the
They
magwell.
do. They do.
That mag well pushes it up enough, your hand up enough, that it gives you a full grip on a Glock 19, and you don't get the Glock knuckle. So the cameraman for the videographer team actually, I was like, dude, you live in Pennsylvania, you can buy this right now. Dude, you'd be crazy not to pick this up for 225. That's insane. You'd be some kind of sucker to walk up. He bought it. He purchased it, and then yep, that one right there on the left, dark brown or flat dark earth, whatever you want to call it
This
on the
one
other
here?
side. So, yes, sir. So that's the one he picked up, and he was like, "I buy it. You guys can shoot it tonight at the diversity shoot." And it ran, dude. I mean, I did a video on it, and I'm like, why would I buy any other Gen 3 Glock clone when these were sub 250 with a pick rail, not no Glock bullcrap rail, a pick rail, the same trigger, if not slightly better, because I mean it's a Glock 19. But I'm like, why wouldn't I get this gun?
This is nice. 4-inch barrel. Huh. I like some of the designs they've got here. That's pretty.
Now I don't know how many of them are here because they just started selling here. When I found out about them and I talked to the guys over at because I shot it. No, I actually did not shoot at the range day, even though they were for sale um, through Rock Island. Rock Island wasn't promoting them because I guess it was over and they were already going to open up the plant here in Florida. So Rock Island was actually pushing their Glock clones. Their what is it? STK 100, 150, and 200.
Yeah.
They, yeah, they have a metal body Glock cone. They have three. It's 17, 19, and 45 size Glock clones that are all metal body. So that's what Rock Island is pushing now, and it's a one piece design. So it's like, truthfully, I'll take them all. I think they're great.
Right.
I think having options are great, especially if you're an instructor, because you need them secondary guns for students. If somebody's gun goes down in class, and if it's a Glock clone, it gives you something that's not Glock prices, but with Glock parts, so you can swap them out with, and Glock mags.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, it's the whole show was great.
No, I think that they look really cool.
Did you check out the M9 clones too?
Did I? Or?
No,
I did not. I did not.
I didn't.
Know.
So my whole thing is, if you have M9 clones for like 300, 350, yet another deal because they beat the heck out of just buying that plain M9 from Beretta. Um, who else? Who else is? Oh, what you call? So I was shooting the M9 clones from EAA, the Gersons. Bro, why not? If you want, look, everybody doesn't have to be a gun collector buying these same guns as the U.S. military. But if you can get a, what do you call that company? TSOS 1911s, just to get a 1911 and check that box for yourself. And you can get an M9 clone from one of these companies and just check that box. It uses the same magazines as the originals, and it checks that box for you. You don't need to have a Beretta if you just want that ticket punched. You know what I mean? For when your brother-in-law comes over, or you want a LARP, or you do want to have a gun that will stand up to a lot of rounds, but you don't want to pay a lot of money for it. Everybody's not in the same boat, and maybe, just maybe, you want to
Right.
a YouTube creator. You're a YouTube creator, and you want to get something that people haven't seen before. Putting a high round count on something like one of these guns is unique because most of these dudes don't do it. They're just starting out and they copy whatever everybody else is doing. But you're going to get a lot of hits when you break out the Dario arms and you put 5,000 rounds through it. Either way, if it works out or if it fails, you're going to have people click on it because they didn't even know about it. Same thing with the M9 clones from places like Gerson, even Taurus. Like, I've not heard anybody give anything a high round count for any of that stuff.
Right.
Here's one of their 1911s. Looks like it's in 9mm. And I actually got to hang out with some of the guys from EAA. Well, they were pretty cool. It was a good group to be around.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Is this the one you're talking
So
about
I was
right
shooting,
here?
that's their
The
version.
Regard.
Yep, it's a Regard, but that's their version of the M9A3 or A4. I don't know if it will take an optic. If it doesn't take an optic, it's an A3 because it's got the threaded barrel.
It
It's got
doesn't look like
spiral cut barrel. I don't know. Look at the
Yeah, it
screw
doesn't
on
look like
top.
it's
It's got that. Go
Yeah, I
see
see that.
another top view.
I was trying to
Yeah,
find
you
the
see this?
top.
No, it
Accessory
says like
rail,
three
threaded
dot bolt on
barrel.
both sides.
Okay.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only
Saying
top
that.
view that I can find.
Okay. So it probably doesn't have it because there's no way they wouldn't tell you about that. But they do have a one that does take a red dot.
Yeah.
I find nothing wrong with these. And again, they check that box. Are they as good as the Beretta? What's as good as?
Right.
Right.
Like, are we talking round count? Do you talk about durability? Because many of the parts can be swapped out. Because I've watched videos of people swapping stuff out. They also Gerson also allows you to stick your toe in the 2011s at a lot cheaper price, but it really
Yep.
comes
Right here.
down to you're going to get what
Right
you
there.
pay for. Yeah, you're going to get different things. So I fired that.
Yeah.
You guys got a hold of that stuff,
Wow.
right? You shot EAA stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So
MSRP on this is 1180.
so I was able to run their
And this
entire
is
line
their.
because again, people started out there. Everybody rushed to the same places. Jen and I scooted over to the far left and decided to work our way around. So by the time I got him out front and you guys kidnapped Jen and took off with her, and I cooled down in the office, there was nobody standing under there with EAA or with damn, Matador.
Matador.
I almost called. Yeah, I
Yeah, we
almost
went
said
over and
Madagascar.
had fooled around with the
Madagascar.
Matador stuff. Madagascar.
Nice.
uh,
I don't know. One thing that I'm really excited about is this guy right here. Let me pull it up, Chris. Is
Whip it out, baby.
I will. Don't you worry.
Tony, did you get a chance to go and over
This
there and
guy.
shoot with SPT?
Nope.
That was dope.
What's SPT?
So SPT is Southern Precision Tool. They're out of Tennessee.
That's
I first met them at Iraq Veterans Range
right
Day.
here, baby. That's what I was excited for 2011 right there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Bursas too.
This is the Bursa.
Is that the Bursa?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yep. I'm torn.
That thing felt it felt so good, man. It felt so good. But no, it's Southern Precision Tool. First met them at Iraq Veterans Range Day. They had a 300 Win Mag with their brake on it, and it felt like I was shooting a freaking 22.
Dude,
Oh.
that thing was fucking amazing. Fucking amazing.
Clayton got to, but now they only had a prototype of their suppressor at Iraq Veterans thing. So actually, Clayton actually got to shoot their suppressor at Range Day for GOA, and then I went over and I've got a freaking phenomenal interview with them, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to post it.
Yeah, they're gonna
What the heck did you say?
baffle this suppressor.
It wasn't what I said, man. He was doing a lot of demo stuff with the suppressor. So, you can't show it being put on or taken off or shit like that. So,
Well, truthfully,
I've already got a strike against me.
you can get all Japanese porn with it and pixel it out.
It's just going to take some work, and I'm trying to see, because I know there's some stuff I can show. It's probably going to end up being the last one that I end up posting, just because I'm going to have to fool with it for so long to make sure I don't get hit again, man, because they've already got one strike on me.
Right.
All right, got you.
But
that thing was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm definitely wouldn't mind adding one of their brakes to one of my rifles.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be inevitable in the future here, but yeah, that stuff was really cool. I enjoyed the interview with him, and I'll figure it out. It's going to get posted because it's a hell of an interview.
Cool. I got to tactically fondle the TX-22 they had up on the hill with Taurus. Did y'all get a hold of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I shot that
they
one.
had the suppressed.
I don't think we shot that one. We
we
did the suppressed. 300 Win Mag or the 300 Blackout.
300 Blackout. Yeah.
And then
yeah,
the little single shot.
And then I shot that Taurus.
Yeah, that was a Rossi rifle. Yeah, that was a Rossi rifle. That was a single shots.
Oh,
yeah. Rossi owns. Excuse me. Hold on. Taurus owns Rossi and Taurus owns Heritage. So
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah, they bought them. Because Heritage used to be a mom and pop shop, and Taurus came through and bought them. So I got the TX22 suppressed, and because if you live in a free state, they have a 20 something 22 round magazine, I think. And being able to shoot that just shows me why they hate freedom here in New Jersey. Because if I introduce somebody to firearms with a suppressed 22 with 20 something rounds in the mag, some people are going to become immediate gun people. Like, there's not going to be anything to overcome. There's not going to be any flinching or fear. They're just going to grab that sucker and ting, 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 and just giggle hilariously.
Right.
And then it'll be easier to introduce them to other firearms.
Like Chris when he's running from the cops.
Yeah,
Chris was giggling.
dressed in a chicken suit. Yeah, but he was giggling in Spanish. He was giggling in Spanish, going yeah 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 yeah.
Hey, Chris, what song were you playing when you were running from the cops?
Oh, you want to know what song I was playing when I was running from the cops?
Yeah, what was on your Spotify playlist?
Oh God.
Oh, see, I love the fact that it was a techno beat. I was totally impressed. Because I thought it was, I thought it would have been send lawyers guns and money.
No, I figured the techno with the strobe light in the back was a little bit better.
Definitely.
Let me turn that off. It was a couple of seconds. That's enough so you don't get a strike.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Yeah, we don't need one on here.
No.
Yeah, definitely. No, you had to do something with that thing next to that sign besides leave it back there overpowering the scene.
Hey, I've got it turned down. It don't look too bad.
That's funny. Then you got Tony.
That was
You were a speaker at Goals again this year.
It was the first time as the speaker. The other times I was actually a member of panel, two different panels.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was wrong. I apologize.
I think they did a good job at Goals setting up the speakers and not having too many panels, and they spread them out.
Right.
But I mean, to throw some shade on them a little bit, or at least just to criticize them. Uh, I didn't know they had an app, so almost everything that came up was a freaking surprise. Or I was depending on them sending me a text, and the text would come like, "Hey, get ready for tonight's baseball game." I'm like, "There's a baseball game?"
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They were doing a lot of stuff from the app. I downloaded it the first day, and there was everything was pretty much there on the app. You talking about text messages? If I had one issue with Goals, to me, I felt it was too much text messaging.
Yeah.
I was like, geez, I'm getting blown up here. But the app I thought was really good, which I know NRA's done one and stuff. But I think that did help The only thing
Yeah.
with the app is some of the booths weren't lining up with where they were at with what they were saying on the app.
Yeah, they changed that.
Because I was kind of walking in circles trying to find a few people, and then I finally realized the number in the app was just kind of get me in the vicinity from there. I had to kind of walk a little bit to figure out where they were at and stuff.
Right.
Like excess, theirs didn't match up. I can't remember who else, but I mean, I found who I needed to find and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I
But
found some
you
new
know,
ones. I was over at Double
what's that?
Dog Concepts, and I got that charging handle that you mount on top of your pick grip.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
So
he get
I actually I picked. I don't know if y'all saw these. I picked this up.
nice drill card. Yeah, drill
I don't know if you
index.
saw them, but it's pretty cool. Like you go through and they've just got a bunch of
Hmm.
they've got different drills.
How did I miss those?
They
Honestly,
were
man,
in a
they
booth
were kind of
beside somebody.
they were in it was kind of a smaller booth. And I just really kind of stumbled upon it because I was trying to get out of somebody's way, and I happened to look down and they had some of them out. But I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous how many drills they've got on here. Because I was like, some I didn't. Some when I got to looking through it, I was like, I've never heard of some of these drills. So
Right.
I thought it was pretty cool because I was like, I can incorporate this into my training and also into my classes and stuff. But yeah, I thought
And
it
you
was
can
pretty
give
neat.
this, and you can give that as a. I mean, you can either. How much were they?
$30.
No, at the
That's
show, I
a
only
at the show.
paid.
Oh, at the show. It's $30 on their
Yeah, I think
website right now.
they must have been running a show discount because I think I only paid like 25 bucks at the show.
Hmm.
So for something like that, dude, that's an easy way to add a little price, add a little bit to the cost of your class, but you're giving them homework to take with them that they can actually practice. They don't have to
Mm,
remember
Hmm.
the drills. You gave them a deck that they could expand their skill set on their own. And you talk to
mm.
him and find out if you can get a discount if you buy like 10 at once or something, or five at once. Figure out a price to get them,
That is
maybe even the show
not
cost.
a. That is a really really good idea.
There it is.
A really good idea. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, especially with them doing them at the show. I was like, sure, let me pick some up because, yeah, it was. Because even some of them had, see, like this one is just like this one's just one sided. There were some that had one on each side.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'll be honest, Clayton, I didn't find it. Y'all were long gone when I found these guys.
Mm.
It was way over toward almost the end of the day when I happened to bump into them.
Gotcha. Damn.
Yeah, I was
But
bummed. Next time I'm going to
I will.
stay and leave on a Monday. I didn't know I was leaving 10:30 Sunday morning.
Right.
See, now I pulled out probably about the same time I dropped Sedini off. I walked around and said bye to a few people, and then I was probably out about 10:30, 11 o'clock because I had to get back because one, I had work, and then two, we were moving Chloe in to her dorm and everything.
Mm.
So, but there were some speakers I would have liked to have seen Sunday that I just wasn't able to hang around for, but it's
Me
all
too.
good. There'll be another one.
In Des
Yeah,
Moines
dude.
next week, baby.
In Des Moines. Yeah, baby. So hopefully, hopefully, I'll be asked to speak again in Des Moines after my temper tantrum I threw backstage before I went out.
Why did you
Oh,
So,
throw?
yeah.
Why
Wow.
did you throw a temper tantrum?
bro,
Jesus.
How did we
look,
miss this? How did we
y'all
miss
know
this?
y'all know me. I'm just funny, Tony, man, easygoing, glad, just having a good time and glad to be here. So, right before I go up, I get there and I want to get the vibe of the room. So I go in and I listen to a couple speakers ahead of me, and one of them's a preacher, and it's just talking about his aunt brought a gun to church, and whatever. As the pianist or the organist, she made sure she was strapped at all times, even in church. And I was like, all right, cool. This is some wholesome stuff. Then I went back in the green room to get ready because my whole thing is I don't want to say the same things the people in front of me said. So I get
Right.
up and there's a guy in front of me. The guy who went directly before me is saying things like Democrats hate freedom, Democrats don't want you to have your rights, Democrats are cowards, Democrats want to take away every gun and you can't trust them and whatever and ever. And just real divisive stuff. And I'm like, I was getting more and more ticked. And I finally said, who the F is this effing clown out loud in the back? Like at the bottom of the steps, louder than conversational level. And I was there
I
with
can't see
the
you saying that, Tony.
oh, dude, it just hit me as, hey, you assholes. We're here at Goals. We have people all along the political spectrum, and you're out there on stage at a national level event trashing 50% of the country. At the same time, you want to somehow maintain your rights, but you want to alienate half the Americans.
Right.
And
Right.
uh, Clinton, Clint, Clint was there, and he was like, "That's why we have you on the program, bro. So you can go out there and talk about how the Second Amendment is for everyone." And I was like, "Oh, bro." I mean, I was heated, and I had to bring it down from 23 to something that's approachable and I can actually not. Like, why is the fat black guy angry as hell? So I had to bring that down and bring it around and actually focus on the point. Oh, I was mad. Oh, I was so angry.
Oh, me.
And I had to do it in five
So
minutes because that's how much time I had.
speaking of shitting on people, you kind of touched a nerve with me on that one. You know what? I want to go ahead and say this.
Oh boy.
What did you get
For
to,
some of
bro?
you companies out there,
Oh,
so I want to be careful because I do want to be somewhat professional about this because I really just want to blast these mofos, but I don't feel that's the right thing to do because then I kind of feel like I'm going to end up lowering myself to their level. But for some of the companies out there, don't be a jerk when somebody comes up and asks you to do an interview just
I know where
because you
this
don't
is
know
coming
who
from.
they are or who their YouTube channel is or anything like that.
Yep.
All right. And it really made me think about a conversation that we had with Sedini before that day. Because the reason I say that is you never know who you're going to be talking to or where person is going to be in the future. Because
Absolutely.
I'll be honest, I was actually ready to spend a little bit of money because I did like the product. But after you treat me like dirt, you can kiss my ass. All right. All I wanted was a quick, maybe 5-10 minute interview, but you act like, oh, I was a waste of your time because I'm not some big name channel. So
uh-huh.
I promise you, I will never, ever, ever, ever do anything with that company. Ever. And it still it pisses me off now to think about that. Because I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit here and name drop, but I've stood next to some of the best in the business and done interviews. No, my channel might not be big, but I was trying to help you get your name out there. Because I hate to say it, your product ain't that special because I saw about 7 other people doing the same damn thing. So you know who you are and you can kiss my ass. So
No, I agree.
So
I
who
agree
was it?
100% on that because, like you talked about. Oh boy.
we'll talk about that. I'll put it this way. They sold targets. That's all I'm going to say.
They sold targets. Was it Sig?
Yep.
Did the target shoot back?
No,
Nice.
no, they didn't return fire. And they probably never going to see this, but I wanted to get that off my chest because that really pissed me off, especially after some of the people I'd been standing next to before I got to you.
Right.
No.
Right. And like I said, that goes to the conversation you and I had. you don't know who you're talking to or who you could be talking to and how they can help you out. I mean,
Exactly.
It's that simple. It's that simple. But I do agree with you 100%.
All right, hold on. Let's go there for a second.
That burned me up.
Let's go there for a second. It's not even who you know or any of that. How about who else witnesses it and sees how you treat someone that you think can't do anything for you? You never know who's seeing you. I mean, if you're not going to act like a decent human being to be a decent human being, well, think about others may witness what's happening, and all of a sudden, an opportunity that you might have had is gone, and you never knew you had that opportunity.
Right.
Yep. Right.
Exactly.
You're 100%.
Because what was crazy is their first dude I talked to was like, yeah, let's get the owner, and that way you can interview the owner. And then that's when the owner was like, who are you? What's your channel? Yeah. I got this. And I was like, I'm sitting here looking around like, you ain't got nobody standing around your booth right this minute.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what is funny is I found out one of the biggest gun tubers out there, whom everybody loves, buys over 70% of his followers. But everybody sees him as this big YouTuber. And I'm like, bro, he buys a significant portion. How's this? His YouTube following, if you compare my social medias, I outnumber him. If you go by everything on my social media, I know it's kind of a different thing. But understand when you add up everything that I have, just the followers I have, and I'm just a fat dude that talks about the Second Amendment and makes dick jokes. So, but I have around 30,000 followers across all platforms. I outnumber this motherfucker. In real people. We were looking at it. Oh no, it was not. I'm sorry. I apologize. It was not on YouTube. He's a YouTube personality. It's huge. It was their Instagram account. I outnumber them if you count real accounts. And I was able to click. All right, here's something. Go find somebody who you think has a huge following in the gunnosphere. Click on their followers and just scroll up and hit random followers to see if they actually have pages or if it's just somebody with a name and zero followers and zero posts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
when
you got a lot of companies out there that
they buy them.
Yep. Because I've gotten emails from some of those companies talking about, oh, we can grow your following to this or that, and that's what they're doing, and that's I don't like that, man. I mean, if you can do it, hey, more power to you, whatever. But no, I would rather be more authentic and more genuine and have real people out there, even though it might not be a big following.
Same.
And I mean, I know I don't have that big of a following. I think across all my platforms, I'm at maybe like 6,000.
Yeah, I don't even know.
7, something like that. And I mean, just to get, dude, I mean, it's taken me, 5 years, 6 years just to get to that point.
Right.
Yeah, but look, the effing joke is this. Those numbers don't translate into money. They don't translate into sales.
No.
Hell, if everybody that follows me would send me $1, my entire freaking business page would change.
Right. Yep. No, I get you with that. I totally get you with that. So, but no, I didn't mean to get on my soapbox there. That irritated me, and I wanted to get that off my chest.
No, you're good, man.
You should. There's no reason not to.
You coming up to me. Yeah, I mean, you came up to me after that, and after that happened, and you're all like, "Yeah, I agree with you 100%."
Dude,
you were a little heated.
I was so mad. Like the Marine in me was wanting to come out on that dude.
And that's why you got and just so people understand, that incident right there is exactly why Chris got white girl wasted.
Yep, that's what got me. That's what got me sent to Santo Domingo.
Mm-hmm.
El Polo Loco.
You don't know me. You don't know El Pollo Loco.
Hey, Chris.
That's what I should have done.
Chris, is that a chicken on your shelf?
That is a chicken on my shelf. If I get that thing, it's going to set the dogs off.
Oh, God. Chris is going to start choking his chicken on live.
It's El Pollo.
It's El Pollo.
You never know when you're going to have to choke the chicken. I told you. Look.
That's a lot of shit.
El Pollo has spoken.
See, I told you.
Oh, Lord. El Pollo has spoken. Hello. My wife would have come in like a ninja.
Hold on. So not only does Chris's dogs love when he gets peanut butter, but they go nuts when he chokes his chicken.
Yeah, I'm figuring they seen some things.
If these walls could talk.
Chris, when oh, good Lord.
I can't remember where I found this thing. I'd always wanted one.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, my family hates this thing.
I understand.
Yeah, I can see why. Dude, that is fucking loud. Jesus.
That's not annoying at all.
I'll bring it to GOA next year.
Mm-hmm. You can bring it to GOA.
Speaking of GOA, so did I tell you Sadini about got me in a fight?
Oh,
imagine that.
This is good. This is good.
And he wasn't even anywhere near me. So,
oh Jesus!
When we got out to range day, he comes over to me. He's like, "Chris, I need you to go around to everybody, and when they start shooting, you need to start hollering, 'You're limp wristed! You're limp wristed!'" Well, I never did it. I was like, whatever. He's joking around. So then he comes up to me Saturday when we get over to the convention center, and he was like, "Chris, I need you to go around to everybody in a cowboy hat and look at them and tell them you were awesome in Brokeback Mountain."
Nice.
So I was like, fuck it, what the hell? So the first dude I said it to, he kind of laughed about it. I mean, he thought it was funny. That second dude did not like it at all. Like, he literally stepped back, looked me up and down, and I think he was ready to start. Like, he's like, "How bad is this going to hurt if I try to kick this guy's ass?" Like, he started sizing me up. I was like, oh my God. Sadini's nowhere to be found and getting me into a fight at GOA.
So, I really want to know what he looked like, because if he looked like somebody that was wearing a cowboy hat, their company got in trouble at the after hours party, then got thrown out of the hotel.
No.
No.
Somebody might have been having a bad day, bro, and you just walked up to him.
No, it wasn't. I know the company you're talking about. I can go ahead and tell you right now, it was nobody with that company.
All right.
I think it was No, because I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about because I saw all those guys. It wasn't anybody with that company.
All right, as long as we don't give any.
He was just walking around.
What's the company?
Nope.
No, it wasn't anybody.
And
I know what company you're talking about, and it was.
And the sad part was, it wasn't the company.
I won't say shit.
It wasn't the company's fault. The company themselves didn't do anything. It was their employee uh,
Right.
got drunk and belligerent and forgot himself or herself, and they got
Gotcha.
escorted off the property.
Whoops.
Hey, it's happened.
Yep.
It's happened. I was surprised that was the only one person that happened with. I mean, we heard about what all was going down, especially in Sedini's video we got later that night.
Oh, dude.
Oh, really? So my whole thing that went down
Yeah.
with me
We
is
we won't
I
we
was
won't
at the
air that.
main hotel. Yeah, I was at the main hotel, so I didn't give two hiccups. But one of the parts about being a speaker is you got car service, or as they said, black car service. And I showed up, and they were like, "Yeah, you as a speaker, you get to be put in the executive suite, and you get black car service." And of course, my hotel, cheapest hotel on freaking Expedia, doesn't know anything about that shit. And I'm like, "What? I got to drive people around?" And they just started laughing because I didn't know what black car service meant. I'm like, "We down south, man. They might revert to driving Miss Daisy type shit." So I didn't know. So I was like, "What does that mean?" And they were
Oh
like,
God.
"No, the car service
Oh,
takes you around." I was like, "Oh yeah, within 3 miles of the hotel, wherever you need to go, you can call us and we'll get to you and take you safe." So my whole joke the whole
I
time
actually
was to
got
bring up that I had black car service every conversation I had.
I actually got to experience one of those Saturday night when we were hanging out with some of the guys from EAA and stuff.
Yeah, I got to experience it every damn night because the minute they told me about it, I thought of places I had to go
Hey man,
immediately.
you run me up to the grocery store and let me grab some groceries real quick.
Bruh, I was like, let's go get something to eat. Where is it? Oh, it's point 2 miles away. Let's go. Hello, black car service. Oh man, I was everywhere.
To- Tony pulled a map out and drew a 3 mile radius circle, just sitting there looking like, where do I want to go now?
Almost went to the barber shop freaking Friday night. I was looking for a barber shop to go to that had freaking hot towel service. I was ready to roll, baby.
I will say, if you're ever in Knoxville, don't go to Ye Old Steakhouse. I was highly disappointed. I was expecting more with a name like that. I
Yeah,
mean,
but you should.
it
But you
wasn't
should go
bad. It
to.
just
You should go to Fats Barbecue though.
Oh, we're
oh
gonna give
yeah,
out
that
those
barbecue was the
things.
bomb. Oh
One
yeah,
100
barbecue was
percent.
that barbecue joint was the bomb.
Go
That
to
barbecue is
Tupelo Honey.
fire.
Go to Tupelo Honey. Over in Marketplace, go to Tupelo Honey 100%. I already wrote a review on it from last year, and it's even better this year. Also, check out Alchemy Cigar Lounge. Those dudes are on point, and ladies. I rolled in there. They got the most comfortable couch. My fat ass almost fell asleep in it. Um, when it's not the weekend, because I was there Wednesday night, Thursday night, and I don't know if I think I made it Friday. I was there like 2 or 3 nights. Um, they got really soft couches. They got really awesome music because the music is like, if you were a kid in the 90s, 2000s, it's a mix of what we grew up listening to because we were that generation that listened to everything. And that is what that music is. It's chill. They got a, what do you call it? Somebody that helps you pick out your cigar. They cut your cigar. They light your cigar. And they have service
Almost
that
like
comes
a
around to the table.
concierge.
Yeah, that's it. A concierge in the thing. There's will to go in, which you pull it. You can set yourself up with a tab from cigars to alcohol, and just chill out there. And is until I think it was Friday or Saturday. I can't remember which one. It was real nice. It was real good. Friday night was a little busy, and that was the only time that the air cleaners got overwhelmed a little bit. Great place.
Well, and you had everybody moving into UT as well too. That was another reason that weekend was so busy. Is all the kids were moving into the college,
One hundred
well, or
percent.
the
That is a great
colleges,
weekend.
because you got UT, you got Tusculum. I mean, there's I think 4 or 5 colleges right in that general little area there.
The funny thing about the funny thing about college age young ladies is I didn't know last year when I was there that I'd hit the age where they would just look like children to me. So you have these women get because I'm a married dude, so I don't really look like that. So I was at the Marriott last year, and we were outside smoking cigars in their little garden out back with the smoke, not smoke pit, but fire pit. So, you see them get off the bus at the corner. And of course, they're beautiful, young, 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever, getting off the bus in their little cute outfits to go party and go to restaurants. And I'm looking, and I swear to me, they might as well been like 13-year-olds at the bus stop. I was like, I'm not upset. I just wonder when that switch happened in my brain. Like, what age was I when my brain just shifted and was like, no, just no.
Yep. We're old, man.
Yeah, it's just
We're
weird
turning
because
it.
it's
We're
not.
turning.
Yeah, Eh. I mean, some of us it didn't happen to. Did you hear who got arrested while we were there?
No.
While we were in Tennessee, uh, one of the national level shooters got arrested wherever the heck he was. He was in
Oh yeah, yeah,
North
yeah,
Carolina.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. I saw all that. I know what you're talking. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
saw
yeah,
that.
and then, so he's 46 and got busted for underage, whatever, with an underage child, including
Yep.
alcohol and
Their
doing what
claim
you
is
do. Yeah, his
their
claim
claim is
is
they said they were 19.
they said they were 19, met him online, took him to place. I'm like, bro, you 46 years old. She's 19. Um, you
Mm-hmm.
might not have legally in your mind because you did do stuff that was illegal because she ended up being 17. But I'm like,
Right.
as I'm sitting there at the college town watching these young people get off the bus, they don't look like women that I'd be interested in because somewhere along the way my brain tripped and went, well, I'm an adult, I'm a mature aged, I had to throw that one in, mature aged male, and no 19-year-old can do anything for me. Now, again, when I was 18, 19, well, actually, when I was 17, 18, 19, I was in the Marine Corps. But that doesn't
Right.
mean that I'm attracted to that when I'm in my freaking 40s and 50s at all.
Hey, that to each his own, man. I've had one. I had one couple in my class. I thought it was a father daughter, and come to find out, it was husband wife. I
At
think
least he pulled the trigger on the wife thing.
he was in his 50s, and she was 19, 20, somewhere in
Okay.
there.
All right. Whatever. That's sad. Whatever. Hey,
I
there you
mean,
go, buddy.
I think I think that was his midlife crisis. But yeah, I thought it was father daughter, and then he comes over because we were running 2 different firing lines. And he comes over when she gets done and slaps her on the ass, and I'm like, that's an awful close father daughter relationship there. And then later on, I found out it was husband wife. I'm like, okay, that's somewhat better.
I don't know if it made it better. It just switched the columns for me from incest creepy to just creepy.
Right? That's good. Yeah, yeah. That was crazy. I saw that, man. That was just, I don't know,
Understand
But
though, I'm a state worker with a pension. I'm a state worker with a pension. If my wife didn't die, I don't know if she passes away before me or whatever, and I retire, I'm gonna have my new wife get a pension. And I will marry somebody who's 18 years old in a foreign country, just so when my old ass drops dead, this person will keep getting a state funded pension because I'm that petty about the time I worked for. So, yes, it'll probably be a good 80 years after I die before
Oh my god.
Simon passes away. And she's going to be getting a check in Umfufu land forever.
Oh man.
Jesus. Oh God.
That's
She's
fucking
going to own half
Oh
the
me.
village.
So I know you had your speaking thing and stuff. Did you do any interviews with anybody?
Yes, I
I
went
know
over
you
and
had. I know
interviewed.
you had a High Point.
High Point.
I interview those guys all the time about the High Point HP-15, but no, I went over and interviewed Pat over at Ranger Precision, and I got his intake on the new stuff, what they did with him, also at the range over at the suppress side. It wasn't so much as an interview with this guy; it was a damn infomercial at one of the suppressor companies. So I got like 3 minutes of him going on about how their 3D printed suppressors worked, and I interviewed dude over at Double Dog Concepts about this charging handle, side charging handle system that fits on flat top ARs.
Yeah, I remember you showing me that. I thought that was pretty neat, man.
I want to
That
try it
was
out.
really cool.
I want to try it out because it's different. It's just different, and I want to make sure
Right,
it runs. I mean, I know it probably runs because it's a very simple idea, but I want to be able to apply it because I think certain things we don't jump on as firearms instructors because we get locked in a box. Like running this, why would I want to run it with one hand? I don't know. Maybe I had an AK. Maybe I just want something different. Maybe I have a freaking uh, a variable optic on it, and it's hard to reach a charging handle. And I don't want a charging handle that sticks out further from the back to catch my gear. Like there
yeah.
may
I'm
be
curious
other
to see
things I
some
can
of your
do.
feedback on that one.
Yeah, I try different shit because I think it's important to try different things and not get locked in that this is a fad and it doesn't
Right,
work. Well, try it out and see if it
right.
works. It may serve a purpose. I mean, Clayton, he had that thing from the side grip. I can't think of the guy's name. The side
The Riker
mod
grip.
grip mod that goes on the side of your pick rail.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Riker.
Yep.
That's the
Riker.
Riker. Um, only because I ran it at a little bit at I ran it a little bit at Train and Learn, but I didn't get to use it other than going through shooting through the barricade, and I wanted to figure out other ways to use it. So I can't give it a fair shake. Um, but this, I find it interesting. Again, they don't have an optic on top of these, so you can see it. But if you had a full size scope on your stuff, it would be easier to charge it from the side. And this doesn't alter anything, and you don't have to
Yeah,
use
this
a
is.
Bear Creek Arsenal or something like that because that's the only side charging AR I know.
That's pretty. It's interesting.
Yeah, so the video I
Yeah,
got is him.
it's. I
What?
think it's pretty.
Yeah, he actually stood on it and charged it. Like he stomped that sucker down. So when you got to mortar it,
Really.
he would just
Yeah.
boom put it down and just whole body weight, cha cha,
And
like a
that's.
motor, like starting a motorcycle.
This is what. What
That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's
you're
that
talking.
Riker grip.
Yeah. Right. That's 12. Close one up.
And I think my issue with the Riker grip is I had put it on one of my AR pistols. And I don't think for my body type, for my arm length and stuff, that was the best thing to
Yeah,
do. Because it had me kind of
Right.
pinched and kind of confined
yeah,
almost. I think maybe putting it on with something with a longer barrel would probably be a better option. But,
So
even talking with Kevin was even like, I need to go out and just take a class with him and learn more about it.
yeah. So even with the one that I have, the reason why I got it is my shoulder, and it does help with the fatigue. But it was. I agree. I gotta go take a class with the guy with that setup just so I can understand how to move it around and do what I need to do because it was weird. I felt like it.
remember, boys and girls.
I felt like it
Remember,
was in a
boys and
way.
girls. If you do it, remember, boys and girls. If you do it too much, you'll need glasses. But before your eyes go, your shoulder will go. So you should stop doing that.
I walked right the fuck in that one, didn't
Yeah, you did.
I? Motherfucker.
Yeah, you did. You opened that door up and Tony ran right through it.
Yeah, I did. Uh,
And
but
of course, I
I
went
ran.
over and
Go ahead.
I went over and talked with the guys, at Mantis, did an interview with Grant. They're getting ready to drop a AK version of the Blackbeard X, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Nice.
They mentioned a few other things that unfortunately I can't talk about. But yeah, they've got some really cool stuff coming.
So, did anybody get over to did you get over to TSOS and check out their Musoc 1911?
Nope.
I think we lost.
No,
Dude.
make it over there.
What's up?
Oh, really? How about you, Clayton, Slot Liquor? Did you get over to TSOS and see their? All right, so they have the Musoc 1911, and they have the not SOCOM 1911, like the Delta Force 1911, the SOCOM 1911, I think they call it. And dude, I want those so bad. Pretty much, I had some at We Shoot, and they had the Marine Raider version. And one of my guys, who's a 1911 aficionado, dry fired it and was like, "I haven't purchased a new gun in over 20 years. I think I may be buying one of these." I'm like, "Hold on, let me talk to Jared over there and see if I can get the Musoc from Mac." Is from Mac, not on T-Sauce. It's from Mac. Both of them are Military Armament Corporation, but um, they're, they're under SDS supply. Yeah, so punch that in. Because the only one that T-Sauce has is the Raider version. They have the Raider 1911, and they had a regular Army military 1911. I
Yeah,
think
here's
these are great deals.
1911
Hmm.
1911 A1 540. That's not a bad price at all.
You can find them on sale from Palmetto State Armories for under three. They have for
I was gonna say I thought I'd seen. Oh, they've got a double stack too.
Yeah, yeah, they got a double stack also. Uh, yeah. So what else do they have? I think they had a double stack Nighthawk, a Night Stalker. Their T-Sauce Night Stalker. So Mike over at Gideon Optics had one at GunCon, and no, neither one of y'all went to GunCon. Um, at
Nope.
GunCon,
No, I didn't make GunCon.
the freaking targets were out at 140 yards, between 100 and 140 yards away, and I was able to freaking nail that sucker with that Night Stalker double stack that they had, and the red dot from Gideon. I mean, like consistently. Mike walked me in, because I'm shooting at a target over again, 140 between 100 and 140 yards away, and their IPSC size targets was reduced IPSC, and I was able to hit it. So the tan one in the middle at the bottom is the Marine Raider one. That's taken after the M45A1 that the Marine Corps adopted. Keep scrolling. It's in the middle of
Yeah,
the
here's
page.
your. Here's the.
Hmm. The tan one. Oh, did you change turn pages?
Let me go back. Yeah, I changed page. Let me go back. Right there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if it's in 45, that's the one.
Yep.
And they even have a
Yep.
threaded version of that. So that is the
That's nice.
M45A1, their version of it. I wouldn't call it a clone, but it's close enough, and pretty much it's probably better than what
Yeah.
Colt put out because the Marine Corps dumped it because the Colt was so bad. Like within 18 months, they got rid of it. And then you have to go to Military Armament Corporation, which is another outshoot of TSOS, and they have the Musoc version and the SOCOM versions of 1911s. And I really believe if you're a nerd like us, that Marine Corps nerd, Army nerd, gun nerd, or somebody that just wants to get those things, this is the time to get them because the prices are so low. And you'd be ridiculous not to buy into these things because they're clearly under $1,000. And when you're comparing features between these and Springfield Armory like TRPs, I'm like, why would I buy a Springfield Armory TRP when I could get these guns with more options for probably hundreds of dollars less?
I'm taking it. The Night Stalker SF10 is 10 millimeter,
Yep. They have three different 10
and then
millimeters
the
in that
SF.
line.
It's a nice looking gun, man.
Yeah. So Mike said he took his and Cerakoted. So he got the Cerakote off the rails because he said that was a little sticky, and just dry fired it a lot, and it smoothed up the trigger tremendously. And again, I was shooting targets and hitting them at between 100 and 140 yards, which I know for me, I can shoot. I mean, I've shot 14-inch targets at 200 yards with handguns before, so I know it's in my wheelhouse. Yes, they already cut out for optics and everything.
Yep. Hmm.
They take the
That's
compact
cool,
optics,
man.
RMSC, which I go,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sorry,
yeah,
but
that's
people, it's a 1 inch wide pistol, bro. Why would I have a bigger freaking optic on
right. Yeah. I mean, price point's good. 963 is not a bad price.
it? And again, it's a couple $100 less when they actually when you find them. So I'm like, why wouldn't I? And trust me,
Hmm.
in us that's in the industry, there's no reason you shouldn't call them directly and go, hey, can I get this industry discount?
Yeah, that's a really nice gun, man. I wish I'd have got over to them. I mean, but there were so many. I had so much going on. You know, I kind of wish media day would have been a little bit longer because I ran out of time.
Media day starts at 10, and I understand where they're coming from with it because it's a they're talking to the vendors, and their feedback was don't have early morning shit. Like if we're gonna start up a new show, let's start it up. You know, because Shot Show I think kicks off at 8 o'clock. It's like holy, I think
Yep.
it's either 8 or 9. I can't remember which one, but everybody's there, and it's like killing it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe one
Yeah.
more
Shot
media
show does
day.
start at 8.
Yeah, maybe 2 days. Maybe 2 days
Well,
is good for media.
I, I kind of see what they did though because on Saturday the media could get in before the regular crowd, and I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
know that. If I'd have known that, I'd have got there even sooner than what we did. But see, we didn't know because when we got there, we're like, "Oh God, are we gonna have to wait in this line?" And then we walk down, and they're like, "Oh yeah, media, you can go on in," and we're like, "What the hell?" So we got in there, and we everybody kind of ran their own way because we were trying to get interviews and stuff done. So, but yeah, they let you. I think you could get in like what an hour early
Didn't
before the
even know
show
that.
started on Saturday, and yeah, yeah. See, that was one thing I wish they would have kind of you put the word out a little bit more. But yeah, Saturday and Sunday, vendors and media were, well, of course, vendors got in whenever, but media was able to get in about an hour to an hour and a half early.
Oh, then take it back. We don't need another day if I can get an extra hour, hour and a half on the front end. Because I wanted to hit a
Yeah.
couple more people too.
So yeah, that's what we ended up doing is I ended up finishing up most of them before the crowd. I think the crowd was starting to filter in a little bit when I got done. The only one
Yeah,
I
it was.
wasn't able to get an interview with that I wanted to was Matador because every time I went over there, either they were crowded or somebody was interviewing, and then when I went over there and they weren't crowded and nobody was interviewing, it was because attorneys on retainer had the ask a lawyer thing going on with these big huge microphones, and I'm like, there's just not even any reason for me to go over here. So I think I might maybe like reach out, maybe see if we could do like a meet or teams or something like that, doing an interview with them. Because I think
Hmm.
their stuff, I think the concept behind what they're doing over there was really cool.
Yeah. Do you got names? I mean, I know one person over there, and she's their person that flies around the country and does stuff. So, uh,
I've got
you know,
their business. I don't have their business card here with me, but I grabbed a business card from them
all right, because
because it
yeah.
was them, and because I grabbed a business card from the drill index guys. I've got theirs.
So
Maybe I do have it up here. Let me
I
see.
met attorneys on retainer 3 years ago out in Phoenix, and hung out with them there. and because I live in Jersey, I know I can only have U.S. Law Shield. So to me, it wasn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? With them, I'm like, all right, cool. This is somebody new, and I can actually talk to them. I'm not trying to get a sponsorship or twist their arm or get money out of them because I can't.
Well, and I talked with some of the guys over at that CCW safe because I stopped and was talking with Jara, and she introduced me to some of them.
I love Jared.
So I mean, there's definitely a lot of. Oh yeah, yep. I had to make sure I saw her.
All right.
Yeah,
That I talked to, of course, ammo. What do you say, Clayton?
No, I said no. I'm just trying to get back on here, so I'm actually on my phone right now to the computer, but I got you guys. But yeah, what were you gonna say about Ammo Squared?
No, I was glad to get over and do an interview with them. Because I think what they're doing is pretty cool. They're getting ready. I know he said they're getting ready to add another warehouse and stuff, so they can.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. That's one thing. If you don't know about them, you definitely need to check them out. I know 100%. Clayton's got a referral link. I've got a referral link. I'll make sure to include those down in the description for anybody. But if you're on a budget with ammo, you definitely need to do Ammo Squared. Now, yes, if we look at the end run long scheme of things, it's probably not the cheapest way to do it, but if you can't go and drop $150, $200 on 500 to 1,000 rounds depending on what you're getting, or even more than that depending on what you're getting, Ammo Squared is definitely a good place to go.
Definitely,
because I don't even know. I've got 9 mil. I've got 12 gauge in there. I've got 40, 45, 30, 30, 22s, 5.56, 2.23. And I mean, various, like with the 12 gauge, I've got slugs, buckshot. I think some bird shot in there. I can't even remember. And I mean, it's really cool because like I've got mine right now set up at like $20 a week. And I mean, you can really set that up however you want to set that up. There for a while I was, had in a little bit of a pinch with money. So I went back and knocked it, I think, to like $20 every 2 weeks. So, I mean, you can move that around however you need to move that around.
Yep. That's really
cool. Do you have one, Tony? You got an account set up with them?
Nah, shit. I try to get donations, man. That's how I get my ammo.
No, I get it. No, I totally get it.
How does it work?
So you go in, you set the account up, you pick what ammo you want put into essentially like, not so much your budget. You pick what rounds you want put into your stockpile.
Yeah,
and then you go through and pick your budget on how often you want to pay them, and then when your money comes out, they put ammo in, and you're given like 100%. So you go through and set like 2% to this 9 mil or 3% to that 9 mil or 5% to 45, and you whatever equals out to 100%. And then whenever your draft comes out, they pretty much go and pull, whether it be, and it is kind of a little weird. Like, all right, the money I put this week was going to give me like 1.2 rounds of 9 mil and 2.3 rounds of 45. But at the end of the day, when you get ready to ship it, they round all that up to an even number, and then we'll ship it out to you.
Yeah.
So like I've got mine set up to when I accumulate 4,000 rounds total, it'll automatically ship it out to me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how that even makes sense for what I do. Do I set it up like I'm like, if I set something up, get some donations, and let's say every month, because I get Patreon, which is really small. So if you guys want to help a brother out, join my Patreon. Because it's only like $130 a month. But if I go, hey, I'll use $100 of my Patreon to go towards ammo, and then when we get to a certain level of ammo, they'll ship it. Does it just
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, because I mean, we're from that generation that if you want it, you save it. If you want it, you just save up for it. Um,
No, yeah, no, I get that, and I mean
yeah,
it's one of those things where like if I just went and bought what 500-600 rounds the other day, so I mean if I need it,
mhm.
it's just for me it's good to have that as a backup,
Okay.
so I know it's there. If there's something like I need, I can go in there and be like, all right, ship this. However, say I've got 300 rounds of 9mm sitting there, I can go and all right, ship this to me.
All right.
So I don't have to ship everything. I can narrow it down to just one individual caliber.
Yeah, I'm not pooping on
But
that. I'm just trying to figure out how it works. Yeah.
I think it's for me it's one of those things where I guess if it's something where you're on a budget, I think it's really good for people that maybe can't drop that lump sum all at one time, but they can spend so much a month or so much a week.
So it's kind of like a layaway, but it's always like you're accumulating your layaway.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. Yep, that's a good way to put it. Yep, that's exactly I think a very good way to put it. Yeah. Yeah,
Anything
it's
to
just
help
it's
people get
layaway, but
that
it's
ammo. To to me, anything that helps people get in this damn thing, right? Let's quit acting like two things don't happen. One, people can't afford something, and two, they ain't prioritizing it because the threat's not there anymore. They bought their gun doing the oh my god, peacefully, mostly peaceful protests taking place in my city. I need to get a firearm. All right, they got their gun. They got their like three boxes of ammo that came with it. Or maybe they took a CCW class and they got, a couple boxes of defensive ammo, but they're not going to the range like they should because now that the firearm is dropped in priority to them because we don't have the same political situation going. This sets it up so they can at least continually get ammo shipped to them so they can practice when it shows up. Like it can be one of those things that reminds them, hey, you got 1,000 rounds of nine. Maybe you should take a class, or maybe you should schedule some range time and burn through some of this and work on that skill set. I mean, it's a good reminder, and it's not eating your money up. Hey, cool, Mike from Sons of
right.
Liberty just
Yep.
like my post.
Right. No, I think it's a great thing. And I mean too, like when it comes time for your however you have your draft or wherever you had it set up, they actually will send you an email saying, all right, you've got this much 9mm, you've got this much 30-30,
Yep.
this much 12 gauge, and let you know how much you have of each caliber and everything. So yeah, it's a really good reminder. Be like, hey, I've got this sitting here, like you said, maybe I do need to, I've got, I've got already this built up, but now I've got this sitting here that could be my extra. Let me go take a class.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah,
to
because
me
people
it's
don't,
really nice.
and
Nice to have.
yeah, because to me, people don't shoot enough. They don't dry fire enough, and it's like, what are you waiting for? What are you doing? Um, uh, it's annoying because they think they're
And
better
that's
than
why I
they
like
are.
Mantis.
Yep, I mean it's a good thing, but it's like annoying because they're not as good as they think they are. And then when you ask them to test it, they
Right.
they are afraid to do it because they know their ego is going to freaking be bruised because
Mm-hmm.
they haven't practiced, they haven't tried fired, they've never competed, and it's like, but in their mind, they're going to be John freaking Wick when the shit hits the fan, and it's like, well, John Wick had
Yep.
his gun with him, you don't.
Right.
So here,
Exactly.
going back to the ammo squared. Give me one second.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna make sure we're good here. I will show you kind of how it breaks down, Tony, so you can see it. I have mine pulled up, so you can see it right here. Here's what I have for calipers, and these are the amount of rounds I have in each. It just
And
breaks it
you
all
just had
down.
a shipment come in from them, what, beginning of
Now
the year or something like that?
it's been a while, yeah. Um, but now looking at this, I'm probably gonna back the 22, 22 down because I need more of these. But you can kind of see how it breaks it down. And then as far as calipers go, I will show you what they got. 10 millimeter. That's all that they got right here. So 300 blackout self-defense, 308. Yeah, they added a bunch of calipers in here from the last time I looked.
Oh yeah. There was a neat. What is it that? Is it 350 SOCOM or some three? It's like 350 round. I saw. Well, yeah.
What?
So that's how it breaks down, and then you go to the top.
Yeah, they've got a lot. They've got a lot of the off the wall calibers that are hard to find. That's what really amazed me about them.
What's cool about this is, yeah, there's just a lot to it that you can do. So,
did you share your screen?
Didn't pull it. Okay, hold on. Let's try it again.
I'm not saying you got to. I just didn't know if you did because I was like, if you did, I never saw it.
Okay, hold on. I'll pull it up again here. Hold on. Stand by.
No, you ain't got to if you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't have to,
okay,
dude.
so here, Tony. Now you can see how it all breaks down, and then I'll go back to the calipers here quick so you can see all the calipers they got. So here's what they all got right here.
All right, so you broke it down. A certain amount goes to each caliber.
Yeah.
Yep.
A certain percentage will go to each caliber.
So,
and then when it hits,
you're able to set the.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're able to set that however you want that. You can change it around. So if you're getting too many 22s, you can go in and lower that percentage and up another percentage. And then once you hit, and you can set it up however you set up. You can just let it sit there and accumulate, and then you go in and click on, send me the ammo. Yep. Or you can go in there and set it up where you reach a certain total, and then they'll automatically ship it out to you.
You can change it and play with it so much. It's very user friendly to cater what you're trying to do and what you need. So next year in Des Moines, who's all going? I know I am. I'm only 4 hours away.
I know I am. I'm only 4 hours away. I probably will.
Chris is going to get white girl wasted again, so.
Yeah, better run for the border of Canada this time. It's closer, bro.
Yep. This time I'm going to ask to go to Canada. Take me to Canada, eh?
What is this about?
It was. Who else did I talk to? So Raphael over at Bursa did a real good interview with them. Talked with them about their, 1911s, their 2011. That 2011 felt so good, man.
Oh my god!
Like I really definitely want to add that. Like,
same here.
And again, like you talked about, Tony, it's it's something if you can't afford the $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 staccato, it gets you in that door. And what I thought was cool about theirs, if I heard him correctly, I could be wrong, don't quote me on this, I think they are compatible with staccato mags as well too.
I think so too.
So
when we have him on, we can ask him that.
So it was really cool to be out there. I really was working on relationships. Mine wasn't so much getting so much content from it, but I was trying to work on relationships. And I ended up at dinner with Pete Brownells and the guys from Brownells. And I ended up sitting.
Picture, man.
I ended up sitting beside Pete and having dinner. And of course, I don't know if it was a positive or a negative because I'm going to be me wherever I'm at. So, of course, it was me just goofing on everything and everybody, including their new guy that they have working for them, that got out of the Marine Corps and was sitting there minding his own business, just being quiet, right? Because he's in the room with Pete. He's in the room with one of the managers from Brownells that just got hired like 2 years ago. You got Sean from We Like Shooting. You got Mr. Guns and Gear. You got Legally Armed. You have like all these, YouTube celebrities there, and Caleb and Steve from Brownells, and everybody's talking. And I've talked to all these people and have a relationship with them. But dude is just sitting there, and he's got the Roddy Piper wraparound glasses, right, like from the '80s, and he's got like a retro guns like Hawaiian shirt on, and he's got a freaking shiny ass like mother of pearl fanny pack, and he's just sitting there like this, like back straight up against the wall, no smile, focus straight ahead. And I look at him, and I was like, "You look kind of stupid, like you're special needs or something, and you have a dark sense of humor. Were you in the Marine Corps?" He was like, "Well, yes, I was. I was in 0311." I was like, "Semper Fi, Devil Dog. I thought I saw that." Yo, dude, Pete started laughing. Pete started laughing, and the kid was cracking up, and it was just on from then on. I was just goofing on him whenever I could, but it was a great time to be had. My whole thing is, that people don't get, you have to build relationships with people. It ain't just about going to the booths and getting interviews. It's about talking to these people and actually building a
Mm-hmm.
relationship. Because the dude you talk to at company A booth today could be working for company B 2 years from now and stays there 20
Right.
years, and then he's at company and he starts up company C. And it's like, hey, buddy,
Right.
why don't you talk to people like people and not just the interview opportunity? And if you see him at the bar, if you
Well,
see him somewhere, have lunch with him, and just if you can. If you can't, you can't. But like, see people and actually talk to people like people, not just an opportunity. And I think that's what a lot of the YouTubers don't get, or they go up and they go, "Hey, send me free stuff for my videos."
right.
No,
Yeah. Then that was never my intention on that one. And I mean,
no.
it was a mixture of both. I wanted to get content, but I also wanted to
Build
build
relationship.
those relationships. So a lot of time, and that was after the interview, I would stand around and talk like the dude over at Axel. When I got done, with his interview, we stood over there and talked. Come to find, he was a Marine. He went enlisted, and then after I think he made it to Staff Sergeant Gunny, and then went to be an officer. And I think he got out captain. I think something like that. I can't remember, but I mean, yeah, that it was cool talking with him. Talking with the guys after with SAR and everything. So yeah, it was a mixture of both for me. I wanted to get the content, but also wanted to build the relationships, especially with Bursa. I talked a lot with Raphael Mantis, talked a lot with Grant. God, what was the gentleman's name? I think his name was Dan with Ammo Squared. I got to find his business card. But what was crazy is talking to him. One of their guys actually lives like right up the road from me. I think in Rock Hill or Fort Mill somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, one of the
And
hard
even
parts about
actually,
these shows is when you leave and come right back to work, and then you got to scramble to get the cards of everybody like you talk to, but you got to fit that into your regular routine, and you're already behind the ball because you're exhausted. You can say what you want to. My ass was kicked when I got back because my plane was
oh yeah,
delayed twice, and I got
oh
back,
shit,
came in,
I
and it was
know.
just my butt was kicked.
I know we were.
yeah, it's funny because me and Raphael were talking about that Saturday. I think right before the show was closing up. Talking about how much it can wear on you. Having to stand there and talk to people, especially for vendors, because I've done booths at gun shows and stuff, and I mean, it does wear on you.
Yeah.
But no, I really think GOA did a good job. I think from what I heard, Saturday alone, they surpassed the total amount of people they had last year at the show.
Nice.
So I thought that was really good. I actually ended up bumping into one of my students. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, I really think it was a really good show. Everybody was cool outside of the one jackass I had to deal with. But Range Day was awesome. I'm excited to see what they do for Range Day. In Des Moines.
Yeah, me too.
You
No, I think overall, I'll agree with you on that. It was a good show. Range day was cool. I mean, everybody we spoke to, everybody we were, around was just really super cool people, man. Well, minus the one jackass you had to deal with, but no, I didn't have any complaints really. It was good, minus my drive back because that was hell. But that is what it is.
There was one more jackass though that I heard was at the show. He was going around telling people in cowboy hats that they enjoyed them in Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. What a dick.
Hey, I figured what the hell, I thought everybody, honestly, man, I really thought most of these guys should probably have some fun with it, but no, that one dude was not having it at all. After that, I was like, I walked over to him, I found Mike, I said, yeah, I'm done, dude. You about got me in a fight.
Yeah, there's some dudes, that just they don't cotton to that kind of humor.
That's right.
They did have a heat casualty at the range.
Yep.
I actually was walking up there as he was falling. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. And so, I mean, I knew it was going to be hot, man. I knew it was going to be hot. I knew how it was, the time of year and everything. Yeah. So I was prepared for that. That's for damn sure.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just glad the guy was okay. Didn't have to go to the hospital or anything crazy like that. Cause I know he was trying to walk back down by himself or on his own and stumbled around and I think kind of tripped. And then that's when
he didn't know.
Some people grabbed him.
I mean, I was in there with him when he went into the office. He didn't know how bad off he was. He didn't know that he was suffering from heat exhaustion. So they gave him fluids, and he was like, I got to go. I got to get back to the range since we got more work. He was one of the people filming for content, obviously. But he was like, we have a finite time to be able to do this, and I got to go. And I was like, bye, buddy. And I set my fat ass down there for another hour. Remember,
it was warm.
At the first training learn, I had a problem. I was not going to repeat.
Yeah. Yep. I was glad to get back in the truck and get the AC on, that's for sure. But I mean, I'm one of those, I'm just warm natured, man. Like I can just go sit outside and I'll start freaking sweating. So yeah, I was totally prepared for that.
Nah, it's a good time. Good show. Good show.
They even I thought that was pretty cool, the food trucks they had out there and stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to really get over to them, but yeah, that barbecue place we went to was freaking fire, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was freaking fire. It was I always tell people, it's a hole in the wall. It's probably going to be good barbecue.
So I got a folder that they gave me as a speaker. I mean, just I got a GOA chopper keeper. I got a GOA chopper keeper.
I got a folder.
You know what? Honestly, man, it would be cooler if it was a trapper keeper. You don't see them things no more, man.
All right, anybody under the age of 30 is gonna have to Google what a trapper keeper was, but it was the coolest damn thing ever.
Oh man, you put stickers all over them and stuff. You had to wrap your books up in either a brown paper bag or newspaper.
Yep.
Make sure they didn't get messed up so your parents didn't have to pay for them at the end of the year.
Yep. I just
and
a lot of y'all out there like, yep. Some of y'all are out there like, there were books. Yeah, there were books. We didn't have tablets.
See, now I just only thing I put in brown bags is my liquor.
You can do that too. Mm-hmm. Wrap your book and wrap your liquor up.
And them sex toys you be taking out the store.
That's exercise equipment.
Yes, get it straight.
That's exercise equipment.
The slot liquor.
Yeah, they did a really, really good job with this. The speakers, I think all the speakers were really good. I thought even the little after party on the range day was pretty cool with the baseball game and stuff. Something different. I just hate that it started raining and ended up raining it out.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys not? Y'all didn't go to the GunCon panel.
No.
Yeah, no.
I was gone.
That was dope, bro. So they brought them in from
Really?
GunCon and pretty much just put it out there. What happened? Name of companies, what was going on that day from everybody's perspective. But you had them all in one room. The only
Yeah.
person that wasn't there was the Attorney General from Montana. He couldn't make it out. He ended up having something happen to his family. But they put that together, and those guys actually spoke on it, pretty much unfiltered about what they thought.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I missed that one. I wanted to make it up there, but I ended up missing it.
Right.
But I thought the convention center was really cool. They had it at too. I mean, that's the first time I'd ever been to Knoxville Convention Center. So I thought
it was pretty cool.
Pretty cool and everything.
I thought it was pretty cool till I broke the chair.
Yeah. I forgot all about that. Can't take you nowhere, Tony. You flipping over hover rounds, breaking chairs.
Bro, I broke the chair, and before we left, I took a picture of it, made it black and white, typed in end of watch above it with the date, and said Liberty Hall. Lecture Hall.
I saw that.
And
I saw that.
So I get feedback from John Palmer from GOA. He said that picture made it in their exit video with exit interview with the fucking convention center. And they actually wanted to post my picture up and share it on their social media.
Nice.
That's funny right there. Yeah, that was hilarious, man. Because I was sitting there, I'm like, who broke the chair? And then I was like, oh. Leave it to Tony. Just can't take you.
Bro,
can't have nice things around you.
Not at all. I'm glad I didn't break the room or the black car service. So hopefully they invite me back.
Well, next year you're going to be driving for the black car service.
Yeah, because they're going to pay off this friggin' expensive ass chair in the the Knoxville Convention Center. If they make me pay it off, I want a plaque on it. That's all I'm saying.
Now that would be funny right there. That would be funny right there.
That'd be pretty funny.
Or they remove the seat and make it into a. They remove the seat and make it into a handicap parking spot for people in wheelchairs.
Oh shit!
They'll put you a hover around there next time.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if anybody missed this show, definitely try to get there next year. It was a great fucking show. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'll go back for sure.
They're trying to figure out what they're going to do. They said they wanted to move around the country. I would, in my opinion, like them to just have two locations, one East Coast, one West Coast. I mean, like, west of the Mississippi, one east of the Mississippi, and just swap between two places. Because it gives you more gravitas. I feel a little more push if you go, next year when we come back, or, year after next when we come back, we'd like this. And when you're bringing tens of thousands of people into a city, especially a city the size of Knoxville, which is like 125,000. It's small enough, but it's big enough to have good bars, good hotels, all of that. And the fact that a small convention like this makes more sense. And limited tickets. I don't want this to be another NRA with 80,000 people.
I didn't really think NRA had that many people at it this year. Maybe it was just me. Maybe it was what I was doing and stuff. But I didn't feel like there was a lot of people at NRA show this year like what there's been in the past.
I was shoved over in the corner most of the time, and I came
And
out at
maybe,
weird times.
yeah, you were over, yeah, because you were over there doing all your interviews and stuff. So you had a lot going on. But no, I don't know. I didn't feel there was as many people as what I thought there was going to be. You know, but no, I think GOA was the perfect size, man.
I agree.
I think so. I think it was a great
So,
size.
but
I think the range was good. Go ahead.
but I think all of them should do that. Not just GOA. Have, like you were saying, an East Coast and a West Coast location. Do one at the beginning of the year, you know, one toward the end of the year, so you've got enough gap in between them. They're not so close together. And I honestly, I think NRA could benefit from doing something like that. SHOT Show could benefit from doing something like that. But no, I think talking with Sedini, I think they've got, NSSF has got a big contract with them out there in Vegas.
Well, they used to be in Florida. They'd go Florida, Vegas, Florida, Vegas, Florida, Vegas. And I don't know what kind of deal
Yeah, I remember
somebody
him
kept,
talking about that.
but it's stupid.
Well, and I mean, too, if you really look at it, Vegas is, to me, for the size of what SHOT Show is, I mean, Vegas is a really good location. But, I mean, you could almost say Atlanta could be a good location for SHOT Show. Or
Miami could be a good location for SHOT
Miami.
Show.
Yep. Miami. Yep. Miami.
Tampa. Orlando.
Yeah.
I mean, Orlando's got the
Any one
airport.
of those would be good. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's Florida in January, so even better.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Or we could go up and, you know, maybe go to Newark. Do SHOT Show there.
There you go.
Leave the firing pins and everything. You're going to need them.
Oh, wait. No, I think, yeah. If you definitely missed it, and if you've never done one, you definitely need to do one. This was my first GOA show, and I absolutely loved the hell out of it. Yeah, I mean, it was. You could, you know, some people can say, well, it's different. You were media. Yeah, it might have been a little bit different. I think the only difference is, you know, I got to go to range day and I got into the show a little bit early. But I mean, other than that, I wasn't any different than really anybody else outside of speakers that get black car service.
And don't forget their folders.
Oh yeah, the trapper keepers.
I got a trapper keeper. I got a water bottle. Anyway, I look at it. There are things that you can go to as a fire. Understand that I'm a gun guy first, and it's the coolest thing ever that you can go to something like NRA. But again, it's a lot of people. It's once a year. But the other thing you can go to is the Great American Outdoor Show. If you're any of the four states around Pennsylvania, or even a little further, if you're in a 4-hour drive of Harrisburg, there's no reason for you not to go. And that's in February. NRA depends on where it is, but Knoxville, it really sucks. It sucks it's not going to be on the East Coast next year. But if you're within 4, 5, 6 hours of Des Moines, there's no reason you shouldn't go to GOA if you're a gun person.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's been a good conversation about GOA for ones that can't make it and stuff. I know we've all got content we're going to have coming up on our own individual channels and stuff. So if you're out there listening, you know, be on the lookout. I'm hoping to get one of my interviews up within the next couple of days. I hadn't quite decided who I'm going to start with, but I'll have one of those up. I actually went over and talked to the guys at Fat Tack. So got a good interview with them. So yeah, you know, bigger guys, I will say you need to check those guys out over there. They've got some really, really good stuff if you're a bigger guy and you're looking for some comfortable ways to carry your gun.
This is Fat Tack right here. This is a new sidecar that it came out with. And their Fat Tack is jet.
Yep, we talked about it, yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Yep, so
check Check out Fat Tack for their stickers and their patches, bro. Those things are awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah, that stuff is hilarious. But yeah, for the bigger guys out there, I would definitely say Fat Tack is definitely one thing you need to be looking at, because that's everything that they're designed for is for the bigger guys. Their plate carry. It's not just their holsters; their plate carriers. You know, we had a real good conversation with them, and even talked afterwards. So that'll definitely be coming up.
And Chris muted himself.
Talking about coming up, what I got coming up? Yeah, Chris is mute.
Hey, Chris, you muted yourself.
I didn't realize I muted myself. So I know we've been on this thing for about 2 hours. I think we can probably go ahead and end it here. Does anybody got any closing statements they'd like to end with?
Well, I want to throw this out there about the cards.
I want to say, because to quote Sedini, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we can't we can't do that one. I wish I could use. Oh God, he'd be so pissed if we put that video up and bloopers in the end.
Hey, Chris, I love you all. Until next time.
Yep, exactly.
So,
All right. I hope everybody has a good night. Again, this is episode 11 of Locked, Cocked, and Unfiltered, and we'll see you next time.